Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 2 of this Danny Rumph Classic here, 2021 version. I might mention this is the 16th edition of this tournament, 16th time that this has been put on. Absolutely unbelievable event to be a part of, and we have a great game for you coming up at the helm in just a few minutes. We have the Rumph Center and against the PF workouts. Now, I talked about it in the previous game, but it wasn't a great time to bring it up. And I mentioned that if a team wins their first 2 games, they are given the day off on Saturday. So both these teams are not only playing to continue to be unbeaten in this tournament thus far, they're also playing for a day off tomorrow. That's important to remember. Rumph Center won against 8i 77-74, and PF Workouts won against the Chuck Ellis team 65-64. So slim margin, but PF Workouts here to stay as they get ready for tip-off at the Tom Gola Arena. Now, it would be remiss without mentioning, yesterday, 8i jumped out to a 21-point lead at halftime. But I got to say, Shannon Givens had a lot to do with that. He had 28 points of his own, majority of them coming in the second half. Although the team did not make a three-pointer in the second half, they did come back and win that game 77-74, an unbelievable game. And hopefully, at least for the Rumph Center, they are hoping that that excitement, that anticipation, that level of basketball comes back and is on display quick here against the PF Workouts. Seconds away from tip-off, but again, we want to thank you for tuning in here. 4 total games this evening here at the Gola Arena at LaSalle. First one, Chuck Ellis Workouts took down 8i, so they will be moving on and be playing Saturday at 2 o'clock. As I mentioned, the winner of this game will be off tomorrow. The loser, I assume, would play Chuck Ellis tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That is not yet confirmed, though, however. But a lot on the line here. Again, great crowd here at LaSalle, and we're just minutes away from tip-off. My name is Zach Demuse, and we have a team of guys and girls bringing you this presentation of the Rumph Classic yet again this year. And, you know, it starts with Brian Mermelstein, it starts with Sam Cohn down there, and Josh Safran as well. Guys putting in a lot of work to make sure you at home has a chance to watch, interact on social media, and games yesterday went great. Games today started off even better. So, as I mentioned, seconds away from tip-off here. And we are getting ready to go. PF Workouts will be in the orange. Rumph Center will be in the black. Tip is up. And it is corralled by the Rumph Center early on. Maurice Watson Jr. now has it on the right wing. Passes it over to his teammate. Goes up, off the top, no whistle, but they're going to put it in, as Rumph Center will represent the visitor on this team, on this scoreboard at least I should say, and they have the early lead. As they get ready here. PF Workouts quickly the other way. Malcolm Richardson throws it up and good. And we are tied at 2. Very early on again, 2 20-minute halves, nonstop clock except for a timeout. But a slam attempt there goes awry, but luckily the man is found in the corner. That was Watson Jr. He missed, but quickly it gets swung back out, and he puts it in. Bellinger there for the 3. PF Workouts come the other way. The big man mid-range is pure. Eric Copes puts it up and in. Watson Jr., heavy ball carrier so far in this one. Sidesteps trying to get it to his man in the paint, throws it away, and it will be a turnover. And the workouts take over. 5-4 game. Rumph is leading. And the ball carrier now, Malcolm Richardson, who scored the first points of the game for PF Workouts. He gets that shot attempt. That was a three, but he left it short. And quickly the other way is Shannon Givens, who tried to communicate with his brother, Sammy Givens, but unable to be on the same page, and you see a little conversation happening there around midcourt. Workouts try to work fast. That is kind of what their repertoire calls for. As Pierre Forte hands it off. A shot is good from Earl Brown. That was a three, and now we have a 7-5 game. PF Workouts on top, but not for long as Maurice Watson throws it in. Quickly up, and that's poked away. Sammy Givens tried to corral it, but quickly the other way is Lawrence Ricks. He puts it up, and it's slammed down by Earl. Earl Brown puts it in, and the Workouts are up 9-7. They're up 2 at the moment, and Rumph Center, at least now with the second or third turnover of the game, throws it out too hard. And we are ready to roll. Earl Brown has a couple threes already in this game. Throws it near the elbow. Throws it up and is fouled. That's number 22, Earl Copes. I beg your pardon. Earl Copes there, or Eric Copes, gets the mid-range to go and is fouled. So he has a chance to put his team up 5 if he makes the one free throw. He misses, so the lead will stay at 4. And Watson, the ball carrier early on for Rumph. There's a three, and that's a little too hard, but Givens picks that back up. Mid-range is good. That was right off the right elbow there. Didn't think about it, jumped up and put it right back in. Earl Brown hands it to Copes. No good. Little short there, but Copes had that move and the shot just the possession earlier. Shannon with 28 points last game. There's a beautiful mid-range, but he left it a little long off back iron. And PF Workouts carrying it the other way. That's Earl Brown. Earl Brown at the left wing. Goes to the top of the key, and he'll get fouled, but he'll call an offensive foul. A legal screen there on number 22, Eric Copes. First turnover of the night for PF Workouts. Looks like Watson will be the primary point guard, at least at the time being, for Rumph Center. And he's directing traffic now at midcourt. Gets the screen, waits up and in, that's good. Did it all himself. Maurice Watson Jr. puts it up and ties the game at 11. Forte drives into the paint, waits, throws it up. Sloppy, but the rebound immediately picked up by Malcolm Richardson, and he's unable to put that back in. There's Givens again. Underneath, reverse, no good. Picked back up, put right back up, and that one's no good. Givens was missed, and then Bellinger missed yet again. Tie game, 11-11, 14-10 left to go in the first half of game number 2. Up, and a beautiful move there by Malcolm Richardson. Josh Scott, number 4 on Rumph Center, but number 4 on Orange PF Workouts is Richardson. Sammy, no good. He wanted a foul, didn't get one. And Earl Brown now has it. Tries to post him up, and a good jam for 2. get some elevation there, and make sure everybody in the arena sees it. There's another 3, but that didn't go. As Malcolm Richardson now has it, tries to find his man. He did, but it's a turnover as Lawrence Ricks was slipped. Other way, quick pace. And it appears that he's fouled. Still waiting for the indication on the referee. No, it's going to be heading the other way. So I believe the call was he stepped out of bounds, but right now, before anything, we do have a timeout on the floor. Rumph Center will take their first. PF Workouts up 15-11. I think early on, just Rumph Center having some sloppy passes, sloppy plays. They turned the ball over on consecutive trips multiple times. And, you know, now they've kind of gotten into the game a little bit. They're driving, they're getting offensive rebounds. So it's only a matter of time for the Rumph Center to turn it around here and try to pull this deficit from 5 to 0 and possibly add some of their own and take the lead. Only time clock stops is a timeout, which we have now. 13:01 left to go in the first half. My name again is Zach Demuse, along with the team that we have here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. The 16th annual Danny Rumph Classic here at the Tom Gola Arena. 13:01, as I mentioned, left to go, and PF Workouts take control, and quickly Malcolm Richardson finds Earl Brown in the corner. Earl steps to his right, tries to post him up, throws it up, and no good. Tried to do it in the paint, but he put it a little too hard. Watson, step back, finds his man. He puts it up. Oh, and that's too hard. Tried to get it in, but he couldn't get it done. There's a 3, that's long. Michael Wilson there tried to put it up, but he didn't get it. Givens comes all the way the other end, and a fast break point leads to a tie game, 15-15. Wilson throws it back. Lawrence Ricks drives up, and a foul. Shot didn't fall, so he'll get 2 at the line. Philip Lawrence Ricks in his groove here. First one up and good. Very tight game early on. Both teams playing great defense. Both teams also committing several turnovers, so a little bit sloppy play, but ultimately we've seen some good shot making, honestly some rough basketball, some, you know, driving to the paint as often, not as many threes as we saw in the first game, as we see here spoken into existence as Maurice Watson Jr. drives into the lane and puts it in. Again, let me remind you, Rumph came back last time, again, down 21 points as the turnover comes here. They didn't make a 3 the entire second half. So their game necessarily is not on the 3 side of things. They can make baskets from all over the court. And that's just what they like to do. That's what they're good at. They might as well keep doing it. Again, a tied game as Rumph Center has possession. Shannon Givens has it on the right wing. Tries to find his man in the mid-range position, and that's good. Bellinger puts that one up and in. As Wilson now comes back the other way. Long jumper is no good. Foot was on the line there. Turnover in the middle of court. We talked about it, sloppy play so far. Michael Richardson puts it up and in, and a foul. Stole the ball mid-court, read the pass immediately, and picked it off and did what he had to do, get the whistle and put it in. Chance for a 3-point play as of the moment. The game is tied with 10 minutes left to go in this first half. But Richardson with the chance to put PF Workouts up 1 with this free throw. Missed the free throw, so we still have a tie game, 19-19. Shannon again, number 5, draws into the lane. Looks for his man. He's got Watson. Watson Jr. Step back, mid-range is good. Watson too short for a 3, but difficult shot. He puts it in, makes it look easy. Rumph up 2. Earl Brown, number 7, crossover into the paint. No foul called, but a turnover occurs. Running the other way now, Kai Howard. Looks for the pass, he'll get it. Givens, no good short. And Richardson picks up the rebound. There's a 3, and that's way short from Michael Wilson. Got to get back on defense now. A lot of missed 3s, but here's Givens. Could he change it? He does. It's good. Richardson, the primary ball carrier for workouts, and Watson Jr., the primary ball carrier for Rumph as of now. That's Richardson. He leaves it short, and quickly the other way comes Watson. Watson now waits, tries to find the back door. What a beautiful pass, but he unfinished business for Givens. Now back the other way, PF workouts, looks, there's Earl, and that's no good. Tipped away there for the moment from Dwayne Johnson, but nobody in an orange jersey was able to corral that rebound, and Watson comes the other way. Watson now in the mid-range position on the left-hand side. Finds Givens, the big one. Waits, tries to get it back to him, trying to get the foul called. And it looks like it is heading the other way, and the PF workouts in the orange jerseys will throw it in. Pierre Forte has the ball. Baseline, met a man there, but the offensive rebound is collected. No fouls, that's the crucial thing. But an empty possession there. There it is, backdoor and a block. That's a great block there by number 10, Scott. But unfortunately got a little too much of his wrist, and we have a foul called. Kai Howard will head to the line shooting 2. As I mentioned, Scott got just enough of it to keep it from going in, but did pick up the foul. First one is up and good. As the first substitution for Rumph Center, number 4, Josh Scott, checks into the game as Bellinger takes a seat. He missed the free throw, but they collected the offensive rebound, and Givens missed the 3. Shannon there looks a little upset with himself as he tried to backdoor. Sloppy pass, but somehow they got it back. He gets it, and he's out of bounds there, and we're heading the other way. That was Scott, the man who just got the foul called him on the other end, but the good block came back down and stepped out of bounds while attempting a 3. 6:15 left to go in this first half. Watson, the primary ball carrier, as I mentioned, sidestep, finds Givens in the paint, takes a step back. From the free throw line is good. Sammy Givens getting his thing going on early. Dwayne Johnson, crossover, into the paint, waits for his man. Good defense by Givens. Pierre Forte goes ahead. Layup is missed, but put right back in by Dwayne Johnson for 2. They needed that. Workouts down 27-21 as Sammy puts it up and extends the lead 29-21. So Rumph Center had a little bit of a tough time getting started. Now they know exactly what they want to do. And a beautiful block there. But it's immediately picked up and thrown back in for a 3 from Wilson, and that won't go. Put back in yet again, but Josh Scott was awaiting it as he gets his man. Now pass back to him, mid-range is good. Find Kai Howard and did a little give and go to get the shot. Got it in, and we have a timeout. I'm gonna step aside, 5:02 remaining in this first half. 10-point lead for the Rumph Center. They're up 31-21. We are back here, 5 minutes left to go in this first half. A 10-point lead from the Rumph Center. And PF Workouts is having a really hard time trying to score efficiently on them. There's another one by Watson, and he puts it in. So they're playing phenomenal defense, Rumph Center is, but they also haven't been able to miss. Workouts need something. That's stripped, and we are going to get a foul. And I believe they're going to say while he was in the shooting motion, they are. So number 8, Michael Wilson, will head to the line getting some attempting to get some much needed points for the Workouts here. Wilson shooting too as he was fouled, trying to drive to the basket, throws it up, no good on the first free throw. Second one up, and that one is pure. So the lead now back down to 11. Rumph coming the other way by Kevin Burwell. There's Burwell, and that's no good. Rebound picked up by Dwayne Johnson coming the other way. Johnson throws it to Wilson, and that's no good. Again, they're struggling with threes. They didn't make one in the second half all of last game, and that's going to be a jump ball. Great job there by Philip Lawrence Ricks to just hold on to it to get a jump ball. He obviously has the height advantage there on number 4, Josh Scott of the Rumph Center. Still an 11-point game, 33-22. But Shannon picks up that tip and throws it right back in to make it 35-22, 13-point game now. Little sloppy play there from Workouts not to box out, but Shannon took advantage of that and put in his own deposit. There's the foul. He got it called, airballed the shot, but Eric Copes is going to head to the line to shoot 2. As the foul looks like it was called on number 24, Kai Howard. First one is good. Eric Copes throws up the second, and that one is good too. 2 for 2 from the line to make it, again, an 11-point game. 2:08 left to go in this first half. Beautiful backdoor pass as Kai Howard deposits that one. Beautiful pass there from Givens. Design play there, and they execute it perfectly. Lawrence Ricks finds Richardson. Richardson down low to Brown. Brown falls. He stays on his feet. They want to walk. They didn't get it. And the offensive rebound put back up. No good. And now Kevin Burwell carries it the opposite way. Burwell finds Kai Howard at the top of the key. Drives. Puts it up. No good. Blocked. And quickly is Malcolm Richardson coming the other way. Bounce pass. And that one is no good, but a foul called as Lawrence Ricks looked like he was going to get that basketball and slam it all over Rumph Center's face. Again, both teams last night were victorious. The winner of this game gets the day off tomorrow. Tournament will continue on Sunday and Monday from there. And the loser of this game will play tomorrow. 8i already eliminated. They lost to Chuck Ellis Workouts earlier this evening at the 6 o'clock game. So one team gone. The tournament gets smaller and smaller as the game goes on. Josh Scott now carrying it for Rumph. Shannon Givens falls into a man waiting to call, and they're just not going to give a foul, but they're just going to say it stays with the Rumph Center down on the far end. Kevin Burwell trying to inbound. He has his man. That's a wide open three, as you may have heard, but he doesn't take it, as Kevin Burwell tries to find his best option. There's a three. That's short off the left rim. Josh Scott threw that up. 30 seconds to go in the first half. There's a three from Earl, and that's no good. Beautiful offensive rebound by Eric Copes, but they was stripped yet again, as this defense from Rumph Center has been phenomenal, as Shannon goes up for the mid-range floater. Doesn't go, but he gets the foul. Shooting two from the line now is going to be number 5, Shannon Gibbons, who we mentioned 28 points last night to bring his team back for the victory. He'll shoot two here. First one, no good. Missed the first, misses the second, but a foul is called, and they're going to say it's a loose ball foul on the Rumph Center player, and is going the other way, because I believe now that would put the Rumph Center in the bonus, which I believe it does. And number 22, Eric Copes, will head to the line to shoot 1 and 1. First one is good, he'll get another. Copes stares it down, made the first one, so he got the second one, and he made that one as well. So a 9-point game. It was 14, it was 11 for a while. Now it's a 9-point game, 37 for Rumph Center, 28 for the PF workouts, as Shannon continues to go to work here. And he didn't make it, but he'll make his, he'll attempt to make his free throws now as he gets another call, and he'll head to the line. 6.8 seconds to go, the longest 30 seconds that we've established here at LaSalle University so far. But Shannon, no doubt about it on the first one. He'll get one more. Two for two from the line for Shannon, 6.8 seconds to go. PF Workouts has to hurry. They're down by 11. There's a three, it's up in time, no good. Earl Brown tried to throw that up, and it's 39-28 at halftime. Rumph Center up 11 points. And we'll have a quick 5-minute halftime, everybody, but when we return, second half action should be a good one when we come back. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to second half action here, just seconds away from the continuation here. Let's remind you of what the situation is. PF workouts are in orange, and that would have been nice because they were down 11, and Rumph Center has been extremely dominant on the defensive side of the floor as well, but a player down in some pain and agony right here, and that's number 22, Eric Copes, who helped his team a lot in the beginning of this game, in the first half especially, but falls on his knee, rolls around for a minute, and looks as if he's okay. Rumph Center up 41-28, 19:35 left to go in the second half. Primary ball carrier for the workouts has been Malcolm Richardson, and he'll inbound to Pierre Forte. Forte has it on the right wing. Passes it right back over to Richardson. Copes right off the floor, up, too hard. Rebound, and they're going to say it's black ball heading the other way. Loose ball foul on the workouts, and that's why it immediately was blown dead and moving to the opposite direction. Rumph Center's defense, as I mentioned, has been very good, and it makes it a lot harder on PF workouts, especially as of late, to score. But just as easily as like that, Maurice Watson Jr. deposits an easy two. Richardson again, tried to go into the paint to Copes, but he couldn't find him. There it is for three, way long. And they'll call a loose ball foul that will stay here, I beg your pardon. Referee on the far side made that call, so he'll be the one where the inbound occurs. And that's Earl Brown. He's going to check it into Pierre Forte. Earl for three, no good. We mentioned it, they came back without making a three as the Rumph Center, so it is possible, but, and there's a three there from Josh Scott. So workouts have to get something going here, and they attempt to block, but goes right back up, and Givens collects the rebound. There goes Scott. Another three is good. 2 threes in a row as Josh Scott deposits 6 quick points. And the lead is now is put up to 21 points. Richardson, beautiful move, but he couldn't finish at the basket. There's Givens for three, no good. Mike Wilson coming the other way, finds Richardson in the corner. Richardson tries to draw up the play. No look pass up top to Earl Brown. Earl Brown to Forte, back to Brown. Brown in the paint, tries to get him off and finds Richardson. Open three, top of the key is good. They got to create easier shots for themselves. And they've been a little bit too selective with their shots instead of just trying to find the open shot consistently. But nonetheless, 18-point lead. And that did not fall there for Josh Scott. That was a heat check there as he dropped 6 easy points in about a matter of 15 seconds. There's another two put in quickly by Mike Wilson. Taking it right back down. Maurice Watson Jr. has it again on the left arc. Watson underneath, puts it up and in. They do not have an answer for him, that is true. And they're unable to try to combat that and then get enough offensive possessions to fall for them in a row. But easy shot put up there by Forte. He missed the open three and quickly, and it's stolen there again by Forte, waiting for this man to sleep, but it's blocked immediately, but it is going to stay there. He caught Bellinger sleeping with the ball. Forte stole it back, but blocked when he went up to the rim, and it'll stay with PF workouts. Mike Wilson has it and passed it back in to Richardson. Malcolm posts him up, tries to back him down. Finds Mike Wilson open, he's going to pull it up for an elbow J, and that's no good.
Guess who, y'all? Guess who? He doing what he want tonight. Reese Watson crossover by himself.
There he is again, Josh Scott, and that one's no good. Quickly up ahead, finds Earl, he has him in the paint, puts it up, too soon, blocked by the rim himself, and the rebound is collected and goes with the Rumph center. All the way back out. He's got an open three, but he stepped out of bounds. Ballinger there to make the shot, but unable to keep his feet in bounds as a timeout is now called by the Rumph center. We'll take a timeout, I'll step aside. Rumph Center up 51-33, 14:54 left in this game. Reminder, winner of this game has the day off tomorrow. But the loser of this game will then go on to play tomorrow afternoon. I'm Zach Demuse. I'm going to step aside for this timeout. We'll be right back with you for the rest of this action. Welcome back to the Danny Rumph Classic presented here at LaSalle University Tom Gola Arena. 14:45 left to go in the second half of this second game on Friday night. As PF Workouts need easy baskets here, and they get that early from Earl Brown. Maurice Watson has been on fire. Step back from the free throw line is short. Workouts just need to put a couple good offensive possessions together as Mike Wilson goes up and is blocked, and it'll stay with PF Workouts. Earl for three, and that's good. So 21-point lead at one point, starting to chip away. 5 quick points and 5 unanswered points for Workouts here out of the timeout. There's Watson, and he is fouled. I was waiting for the call. He is fouled. But it did not occur during a shot, so it will be taken from the inbound. Watson's going to have a seat. He's really helped his team as of late, but there's Givens, that was Sammy, and he left that jumper short. Back to PF Workouts. Richardson, back over. Lawrence Ricks, no good. Now Sammy Givens, back to his brother Shannon. Shannon steps in, now throws it over to Kai Howard, and he drops the three. Mike Wilson, he's going to try a three. He left that one off to the left. They're taking quick shots. They got to get points here. 12:50 to go in this game. There's Shannon Givens. Drives to the paint. Good defense there by Phillip Ricks, but the Rumph Center will keep it. Back right out to Bellinger. Bellinger, and he slams for two. PF Workouts just trying to find what works best for them at this moment. Lawrence Ricks has the ball at the top of the key. He finds Earl Brown. Brown posts up his man. Kai Howard takes him. Earl throws it up too long. And a loose ball foul, and it looks like it's going to be on Shannon Givens, and PF Workouts will keep possession. Is anybody in the orange going to help Earl? It will. 56-38, Rumph Center. Rumph Center up 56-38 here with Lawrence Ricks with possession. Step back is fouled. shot didn't fall, but he is fouled, so he is going to go to the line and shoot two. He was in front of that arc. And Lawrence Ricks heads to the line to pull his team just a little bit closer as the clock continues to tick, but the score remains 56-38. 17-point lead as of the present moment. If he makes this one, it's a 16-point lead. 56-40. Rumph Center, has played sensational defense and PF workouts, just kind of taking shots a little bit too early in the call, but a reverse slam, and that one is probably the highlight of the night, folks. Beautiful through the legs, over and under, and that one was nice. 18-point lead, 16-point lead as Lawrence Ricks drops into two. Kevin Burwell now carries it for Rumph. Steps aside. He's going to try a three, and that's good. Talk about a man having the feel right now. He's got it going on. He's got 5 quick points in 2 possessions. Lawrence Ricks passes it back off. Back to Ricks. Mid-range, no good. Shannon Givens with the rebound. He's running the other way. Pass it to his brother, Sammy. Backdoor pass is good. Beautiful move there to find Kai Howard underneath and extend their lead. There's the move. He's trying to dunk in his face there, but a foul is called. Huge attempt on one end, another big attempt on the other. This one results in not a made basket, but free throws being made here. Philip Lawrence Ricks heads to the line to shoot two. .20 game, 43-63, 9-10 remaining in this second half. He's got to find 20 points. PF Workouts has to find 20 points in these next 9 minutes to make this a ball game. Both games so far, pretty large margins between two teams. And as of now, Rumph has been playing sensational defense as well as offense. So if they can keep this going, there's no way that they should give up a 20-point lead. However, a lot of basketball left. There's another three. And there's the seat check. All the way up. Finds his man, and he slams for two. Eric Copes puts it through. Kevin Burwell, now the ball handler for Rumph. Finds Kai Howard in the corner. There it is. It's good. They find an open corner. They get to their spot, and 9 times out of 10 tonight, they've made their threes. That's a physical play there. Dwayne Johnson drops the three. Right back the other way. Game of threes. Here's Shannon. Weaves between two. Finds Kai Howard for three. That one's short. Quick picked up by Burwell. Back to Kai. He drives. Shoots it back down. Kev Burwell. Short. Burwell again. Finds the back door. Sammy is good. Great job there from Rumph Center, although they weren't dropping their threes, staying with the play, collecting the rebound, and ultimately getting 2 points the old-fashioned way. Eric Copes missed that one, I should say, and it's a 19-point game as Shannon misses the three with 7 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this game. Trying to move around him, but a foul is called. And although some may disagree, they are going to put number 24, Philip Lawrence Ricks, at the line to shoot two. Reminder, we are not even halfway done the events of this evening. We have 2 more full games to go, plus 6:40 left in this one. Next game coming up scheduled for 8, but it's now 9, so we're all a little pushed back here. But Blue Magic versus Rex 6 is going to be our next game, and then the final game of the evening, CTC versus BLF, Born Leader Family. That game is going to kick off after the wrapping up of the 3rd game. 6:20 to go in this one. 18-point affair with the Rumph Center on top. Lawrence Ricks makes both of them, and it's a 17-point game with 6 minutes to go. Burwell on the left wing, waits for his screen. Sammy trying to give it to him, but he didn't like it. There it is, step back 3 is pure. Man, they've been hitting them all tonight. Why stop now? There's another 3 attempt, and he puts it in. That's number 21. Dwayne Johnson from PF Workouts, his second 3 in the last couple of minutes. There's Kevin Burwell now on the left wing. Comes out to try to challenge him was Lawrence Ricks, but Kev's going to do it himself, but he's blocked. Lawrence Ricks now takes it up 2-on-1. Easy layup up and good. One given hands it to the other as Shannon receives it from Sammy. Crossover, and now Shannon's running free at midcourt. Sidesteps his man. Tries to wait for a screen, but he's double teamed at the moment. Hands it off to his brother Sammy. Corner 3, Burwell, good. 56-74 the score here. Rumph Center running away with this one handily. As Dwayne Johnson thinks about it, decides to pass it up, hands it over to Eric Copes, then he puts it up and in. All the way up to Kai Howard, immediately gets it, tries to put it up. Good defense there by Lawrence Ricks. Continues to stay with it. The rebound, the pass comes out, and somehow Shannon Givens, deep 3, he puts it long. Shannon with the ball again. Left wing, sidestep, another 3. That's no good. Rebound collected by Eric Copes. Copes passes it. Ricks back up, off glass. Copes gets the rebound, and that one's in. 13-point game, 74-61, 4 minutes to go in this second half. Burwell, the ball carrier now for Rumph Center. And a foul is called. First time we've really seen any sort of press coverage on either the first game or now here, but a foul is called. That's going to go against Michael Wilson, number 8 in the orange for PF Workouts.
Let's go, Kai.
Clock continues to run now, 3:30 to go, 74-61. Burwell throws it back in. He's got Maurice Watson Jr. He was in a hot stretch for a good part of this first half. There he goes again. Up, he throws it back to Kai Howard. He drives too hard on the layup. All the way down there. Richardson finds his man. There's Earl, fouled for 3. It didn't go. But if he makes all 3 free throws, we have a 10-point game. Big thing to remember now, the clock does not stop with fouls. 2:55 to go and counting. He's got to make these 3 fairly quickly if they have any sort of a hope to try to climb their way back in it. But it comes with stops, and frankly, tonight the Rumph Center has yet to miss a 3, it seems like, as Earl hits the first. 2:35 and counting. Misses the second, so it's going to be an 11-point game if he does, in fact, make 2 out of 3. One for 3, but the rebound collected quickly there. Great hands, and Earl gets it right there. Earl at the right wing, has his man, sidesteps him. There's a Copes 3, and that's no good. Richardson tried to get the rebound, but he stepped out, and the clock continues to run with 2 minutes to go in the second half. Kevin Burwell quickly collects that one, I beg your pardon, and he crosses midcourt. And he's got Dwayne Johnson guarding him there. Johnson pokes it free, but out of bounds off his own hand, and Rumph Center will keep it. Watson driving all the way up, floater. Good. 135, 14-point game. Dwayne Johnson is pure. Dwayne Johnson's been able to hit quite a few threes tonight, and he's really helped his team out here to try to claw their way back into it. But the fact is, as we just saw, it is just sometimes too easy for the Rumph Center to come down. And we saw Burwell make the layup, but an extremely late whistle to call a foul. So it's going to be a 3-point play if he makes this one here. .127 remaining. Rumph Center up 13. 2 timeouts left for both teams. No real timeouts tonight. I believe we had one in the first half, then halftime, and no stoppages since. There's Dwayne Johnson. He's been able to hit some. There's Earl. Steps aside. He's going to try to drive behind the back. Too hard off the iron. 1:10 to go. Kai Howard. Moving over. There's the shot. No good. Now chucking it down, just trying to put up loose balls to try to get something going here, but unfortunately, he misses the dunk and is fouled, but 51.8 seconds to go, and it's still a 13-point game. Dwayne Johnson saw him coming and said, you know what? I'm going to stand my ground. I am not going to try to get anywhere in his face because we saw what he could do tonight. Probably the biggest dunk so far in this year's tournament. Missed the first, made the second. 45 seconds to go, and at this point, they're going to just keep shooting up threes to see what they can do. There's a three, and that one's short. Second attempt, second offensive rebound, and they finally put it back up and in. Earl gets the last point there. 37 seconds to go. Mo Watson Jr. spins one way, now the other. Finally goes into the paint. He's wide open, and he puts the layup in for two. 67-81 with 20 seconds to go. There's a three, and that's no good, but no one underneath besides Lawrence Ricks, and he puts that one in. 14 seconds left, and looks like Rumph is just going to take that one and see what they can do. They're still playing here, but ultimately Maurice Watson throws it over, and no good there. That was Desmond Vance. Tried to throw up the three as the clock expired. No good, and we have a final. 81-69 the final here as Rumph Center takes it. So that's going to do it for game two here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Danny Rumph Classic, the 16th year of the Classic. But we still have 2 full games to go for you this evening. As we mentioned earlier, the loser here, who was the PF Workouts team, they're going to play tomorrow. But Rumph Center advances to the semifinals, and they have the day off tomorrow. So a lot of good basketball still to come. My name is Zach Muse. I ask you to join us right back here in probably about 10-15 minutes for a tip-off of game number 3. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll be right back for more action here at the Danny Rumph Classic.